is a real honor for me to introduce our next guest because he is one of the most successful actors in the movies and television. Please welcome the one and only Paul Sorvino. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here. Nice to be had.
Nice to be had.
Sure.
Now, see, I have a lot of respect for the work that you do.
Thank you.
And then somebody backstage says, well, what Paul would really have liked to have been was a talk show host.
No, not that I really would have liked to have been that. I think I really could have done that. I don't know that I really would have liked to have done it. Well, then, maybe I'm not being honest. As a matter of fact, you've had it.
I've had it. They're going to pull me out of here.
Yeah.
Is that one of those things that you think, oh, man,
no,
when you watch them on television, you see?
Yeah, I think, nothing has ever been improved on by people not watching and saying, I could do that, or I could do that better than that.
Yeah.
And most people who try that, after having said it, fall flat on their face. But I just idly sat by and said, I think, that would be interesting. I think I might be able to do that. And then I took over a radio show once, and it was okay. I had guns and everything. They were all up against the wall. No, I don't.
Did you like radio?
I did it for 1 week. I took over Gene Klavan's show, his radio show in New York. And I enjoyed it very much. It was 5 hours, And I'm usually with something to say at some point or another. I usually have something to say.
Yeah, you are what I would think a modern Renaissance type man.
Thank you.
And that you study the arts, you're an author. Opera now is something that I know you're taking very seriously.
Very.
Tell us how seriously.
Well, I've been studying music all my life. I've been studying opera most of my life. And the problem has been with my type of voice has been very difficult to train my voice.
Why is that?
Well, it's a long story. I don't know if the audience is really interested in this. I think they'd probably rather hear me do Bogart. But anyway, let's put it this way. I have a large-sized tenor voice, and it is very difficult to train the large-sized voices. The great teachers of the past are no longer with us. I finally found one after 30 years of looking. And so at a time when most tenors are hanging up their throat spray, I'm beginning a career.
Now, when you say that you're going to a voice coach, how much time do you go once a week, like
I
piano
do an hour
lesson?
and a half a day.
An hour and a half a day?
Yeah.
That seems like an awful lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
Do you sing new things? Do you ever get bored?
No, we've only worked on the voice, just the voice, for an hour and a half for 4 years. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, when will that be unveiled? Will we get a chance
I think 1997. No, I think it really is going to be unveiled by this fall. Although it's a little questionable because at the moment I agreed to do one movie today, and I'm meeting in about a half hour. I don't really have a lot of time. I'm meeting about another movie while I'm right after the show, and so I might be doing a movie that'll take some time away from my studies, so it might retard the progress. My teacher is watching this. I'm sorry, Maestro. I may have to do a movie before we finish our preparations. Might add another month or two.
Oh, I see. Okay. You have quite a story. Before you got into the movies and television, I'm told that you were very successful on Madison Avenue, writing or working in the advertising business.
That's true.
How do you go from that? I mean, why? Or is it another one of those deals where you're sitting in the office thinking, I can do that?
No, I was an unsuccessful actor and singer because I tried to be a popular singer, and I was really the world's worst popular singer that I could think of. Because I sounded like, and everybody knows this, I do Jerry Vale. You know that, right? I do Jerry Vale.
You can sing Jerry Vale?
You know who Jerry Vale is.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Feiminer, to see the mother Feiminer.
That's very good. That's very good.
So, I finally met Jerry about 8, 9 months ago. We had lunch, and I walked up to him, and I said, look somewhere above her. He just rolled right over. Anyway, so I had no style of my own as a popular singer, and I tried to sing, and it just was no good. It was also like a Mack truck trying to deliver a teacup set, It just was too much voice for that amount of work. And so I was a failed popular singer, and I really didn't want to be a popular singer anyway. I was a failed actor because in those days I was slender with a kind of a gymnastic body and the face of a 17-year-old boy, and it's just no way to cast me until I was 30 years old.
There's no work for
there was just no work for such a person except Lil Abner, and somebody else had the part. So remember him, Al Cap? Remember that?
Oh yeah,
he was a wonderful guy. Got always maligning people. He hated Joan Baez and people like that until they found out he beat people up and put them in the hospital. Anyway, but that was Al Cap.
Yeah, people don't know that about it, though.
Yeah, they don't know that about
Little Abner
That's right.
cartoonist. Yeah.
Now, right here, before we hear from Al Cap, who's going to destroy somebody for us right here. So right I do Jackie Mason. You know, Jackie Mason's
yes,
a friend of mine.
do Jackie.
Jackie, I said, you know, Jackie, I can do you. He says, I'm supposed to be thrilled somebody's stealing my act. He says, no, I don't like it.
That's very good. Very nice.
But anyway, so I was really trying to make a living. I was newly married. We had a baby on the way, and I was a chauffeur, and I was tired of that. And a friend of mine was a famous copywriter in advertising, and said she was going to teach some friends how to do it. And I said, I think I can write. Thereby, I studied 6 months unofficially with her, got a job in a small agency, and within about 6 months, I became a creative director and vice president of an agency.
And then after that, you're just you launched back into.
Well, after about a year and a half of that, and doing it well and getting lots of offers, it was my first hit. Then I decided that I would be able to make it as an actor and went back into it. And other than, except by choice, I really haven't been out of work since then. It's been 19 years. It's been very, very good. I've done an opera at Seattle Opera. I've starred in 3 television series. I've done over 30 movies. I've done 20 or 30 television specials and movies. I've been on Broadway 4 or 5 times, have my own theater. There's a lot of things I've been able to do in that time, and I've packed a lot into a short amount of time, and I'm very happy that I had the opportunity. And I've also never been typecast, which is lucky.
You have quite a volume of work, and it occurs to me that since you're so good at doing all the voices and singing, was there any role that somebody said, we want you to do this, Paul, and it actually kind of frightened you? It was a bigger challenge than
You know what? It's funny. There are very few roles I would say I don't want to do that with. Based on I don't know if I could. If I read something and I don't know how to play it as soon as I read it, I probably won't take it no further. Because there are enough things that I can do that fall into my own talents, such as they may be. I know if it rings a bell inside me, if it's right for me. I guess it's like you meet a woman. If she's right for you, you're going to know it pretty much. And really, you're. Oh, no. So hey, we got to get some levity in here. I'm not that way, by the way. I don't.
No, you have to explain that.
I don't happen to be light in the loafers like you may think.
Oh.
I mean, I took out a lot of guys like that, but I didn't really like them. So, no, that's all.
You know what's happening now across America. People are phoning.
Is he
you know,
gay?
Paul,
No,
yeah,
Paul
Sorvino
gay?
just,
No.
you know what he just said on that on the live show?
Not quite, not yet. Not in this life. Anyway, in another life, perhaps. I don't know what I come back as. You know, Woody Allen wants to come back as Warren Beatty's fingertips when he comes back.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Paul, we have to take a short break. We'll be right back. More of The Late Show after this commercial break.